This month's Mortgage Monitor report from ICE is out, and it has some really interesting information about first-time homebuyers. Now, as you know, I love ICE's Mortgage Monitor report that comes out each month. It has great information. It usually has three sections. Two are just kind of how the market's going, but it always has a specialty section or one section that is devoted to a new topic every month. This month, that topic is first-time homebuyers. So I recommend you review the entire report. Definitely make sure you check out the first-time homebuyer portion of this report. Now, here's some of the really things that caught my eye in the report. Is first-time homebuyers accounted for 58% of the agency purchase business in Q1 this year. 58%. So 58% of the borrowers that used, Fannie, Freddie, FHA, VA were first-time homebuyers. And that's the highest it's been in quite a bit of time. And another shift is, of these first-time homebuyers, 35% of them used FHA loans. 10%, roughly 10% used VA, but that 35% is the highest it's been since 2017. And part of the reason is because the APR spread between Fannie and Freddie and FHA is disappeared. They're virtually the same APR today, making FHA loans a little bit more attractive to first-time homebuyers. One of the things too that the report noted, which I wasn't aware of, but first-time homebuyers have noticeably slower prepayment speeds, meaning that their servicing potentially has more value because they're less likely and slower to refinance. Now, DTI has gone up slightly. It's not super scary. Gen X has the highest average DTI at 41.5%, which is manageable, right? While Gen Z and millennials DTI is closer to 40%. That's up slightly over the last few years, but not alarmingly so. Now, credit scores for all generations of first-time homebuyers have been improving since 2019, but Gen X actually trails the other generations by 10 to 15 points. Pretty dang interesting. So if first-time homebuyers account for 58% of the agency, at least, first-time homebuyer market, if you're a loan officer or a real estate agent, I hope you have strategies about how to get to the first-time home buyers and how you help those first-time home buyers. Because with them, 58% of the marketplace, they're not to be ignored. We all need to be specialists in first-time home buyers. And as we know, first-time home buyers are getting older and older. And the older they get, the more tech they want. Isn't that interesting? They're 38 years old on average, and they actually want more tech. Now, let me show you. I'm going to show you the report here. I have it open to the pages that I think are relevant. I think I'm starting on page 7. This has to speak just the first page, how spreads between the 30-year fixed and 10-year treasury continue to be wide, and that the ICE is predicting that they're going to, everybody's been predicting for years, that those are going to narrow and it's going to help interest rates. Here's the first-time home buyer share of agency purchase lending. Blue is FHA. Black is all agency, and the grayed outline here is all GSEs. So, first-time home buyer share of agency lending, you can see it's rather large. That's great. Now let's get to things. I'm going to show you two things here. First, this is prepayment speeds. They're slower for first-time home buyers. As you can see, noticeably the black line make them more valuable. I really like that. This is a very interesting chart. This is a first-time home buyer share by generation. I love the fact that there's people in their 70s buying a home for the first time, as you can see by this distribution chart. And this is actually the share of first-time home buyers by region. And so the West, which is very unaffordable, has a very low percentage of first-time home buyers, with some areas being as low as 3%. But the Midwest has a very high percentage of first-time home buyers, with regions with over 20%. So that's great. The only other thing I want to show you is this is the DTI by generation right here. And then finally, average credit score by generation for first-time home buyers. And as you can see, the Gen X trails the other generations. So this is, make sure you're reading the ICE's Mortgage Monitor every month. It is an important report. We should all be reading it. Make sure that you have prospecting strategies to how to get to first-time home buyers. Make sure you have journeys that incubate those leads, because they have to be incubated for a longer period of time. But they're a really important part of the market. I hope you found this information helpful. I appreciate you giving me a few minutes of your time. I look forward to talking to you again soon. Thanks.